how do you overcome lust? Now, for you to overcome something, you have to understand how it works. Feel me? So, for one, lust starts from temptation, and temptation comes from your own desires. So, most people try to figure out, like, okay, like, let's figure out, how does lust work? How does it start? So, boom, starts here, then it gets here, then it gets here, here, and here, and you're done. By this point, you're done. You're done. So if lust comes from temptation, and temptation comes from your own desire, it starts with a thought. So you see something you like. You see something. You hear. Right? Now you thought about it. Now you're thinking about that thought. Now you see how Pete, where's thought? Thought is right before the downfall. Right before you it's over. Because when you get to this point, you're already done. So, you feel me? So it starts with seeing something you like. Then you start thinking about it. Right? Then once you start thinking about it and entertaining that thought, then it's an action. It's an action that follows the thought. And then, it's an action. And you're done. You feel me? So, for example, right? There was a guy named Samson, right? He came across this girl named Delilah. Now, him and Delilah kicking it. Delilah looked good. He feeling her. So, he's so infatuated with her looks. He not peeping. Delilah trying to backdoor him. She trying to set him up for straight failure. She trying to get him kidnapped, lying, however you want to put it. She trying to backdoor, bro. So she keep asking him. So why they kicking it, right? She keep asking him about what's his secret to his strength. Why is he so strong? And he keep faking her out. Like, oh yeah, I'm strong because of this. Oh yeah, I'm strong because of that. He not even peeping, like, why she keep asking you this? Why do you want to know this so bad? Because he not paying attention. He not discerning what's really going on. Because he's so infatuated with it. Feel me? So fast forward, he ended up telling her he ended up really telling her why is he so strong. And guess what? She backdoored him right the next day. And brother gets his eyes gouged out. But that's another story. I bring that up because number one, you have to know yourself. If you want to be overcome lust, you have to know yourself. You have to know, if I'm alone with her, I'm gonna fold. Because let's be honest, right? For me personally, right? I'm gonna speak about me. I'm not attracted to certain type of builds. So, if a female is built like a refrigerator, that's not my speed. And that's just my personal. I don't really find that attractive. That's just me. That's my preference. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. So, I'm not gonna fold. But now, say somebody else that may be attracted to her, they're gonna fold. They're gonna attract to the body type. They're gonna fold. So it starts with knowing yourself. You have to know, if this happens, I'm gonna fold. If this happens, I'm gonna fold. If this happens, I'm gonna fold. Feel me? And then number two, recognize. I say recognize because you have to recognize the situation at hand. You have to know what's really going on. So if you're, say, for example, in a situation where it's you and a female, right? And she pushing up on you. She getting a little closer. Like let's say y'all watching a movie, y'all in, like, say, a living room alone, right? House is clear. Y'all in the living room alone. And she's scooting over. Right? You gotta, whoa, what you doing? You have to set that boundary. Why? Because guess what? You keep letting her get closer. Look, you should remember the analogy with the mountain. Once you get here, you thinking about it. You see, you peeped her. You peeped. You saw it. You saw her scooting over. You like that. You thought about it. You thought about her. Oh, she getting closer. I know what that means. Then it lead to what? Action. Because you saw her getting closer to you. You saw that. You peeped. Oh, I see. Okay. You thought about it. Okay, what is she getting closer for? Oh, she getting closer for that. Okay. And you ain't said no. You ain't cut it off right there. So guess what? You start falling down the mountain. Next thing you know, you done did what you was not trying to do. So you have to recognize what's going on. Nah, hold on. Whoa, why are you getting so close? Feel me? You have to recognize. And then number 3. Get out of there. Now, if it gets to this point, right? Because these two could stop you. But if it keep escalating and it has to get to that point, yeah, then get out of there. Because let's say, right, she's scooting over. You tell her, whoa, what you doing? Why are you getting so close? Like, what is your game plan here? And she like, oh, whatever. She trying, oh, Oh, okay. All right, look. I gotta go. I can't. Because guess what? The more you shouldn't entertain that, you gonna fold. It's like entertaining like a foolish conversation. If I'm entertaining a foolish conversation, what is going to happen? I'm going to get angry. I'm going to get upset. Because if a person's spewing nonsense to me, if they're telling me, if I'm like, no, 2 + 2 is 4. No, 2 + 2 is 5 because and they keep going. Why am I going to entertain that? I know 2 + 2 is 4. So why am I going to sit there and talk to them about 2 + 2 is 5? Why am I going to keep having the conversation like, no, 2 + 2 is 4? And they keep saying, no, 2 + 2 is 5 because Why am I going to keep going? Why? Why am I going to entertain it? I know the answer. I recognize he don't know what he talking about. And he gonna keep going? Oh, okay. I'm out of here. It's not because you have to separate yourself. You're not strong enough to fight temptation. I'm sorry to let you know. Bible says, if a man put fire to his chest, can he not be burned? I never seen nobody put fire to their chest and not be burned. I can't go and I'm not, what? It's not possible. I'm not Superman. So to think if I was in a room with an attractive female and I'm not gonna fold, it's just me and her and she's on my body, I would be dumb to say no. That would be stupid. That would be stupid. And this is bonus. This is the bonus right here. Okay, you probably don't know what that says, but it says accountability. Okay. It says have a friend for accountability. Don't mind, that looks nasty, I know. But yeah, have a friend for accountability. That's a bonus. That's optional. No, it's not optional, but it is because I say it's optional because when it comes to letting people in business like that, you have to have a friend that you trust, like somebody like that. So that's optional, but these 3 right here can definitely save you because if you know yourself, you know, okay, nah, shorty look good. If I'm alone with her, I'm gonna fold. Recognize, oh, nah, she pushing up on me. Hold on, slow your roll. You feel me? Back up. She keep going, I'm out of there. All right, ma'am, I'm sorry. I gotta go. Look, my dog calling me. Look, you feel me? Because I gotta go walk my shoes. You feel like you can say anything because you gotta get out of it, or else you're gonna fold. Because once again, I'm not gonna lie. If you say you in a room with 3 baddies or 3 attractive females you find attractive, and you say, nah, I ain't gonna fold, brother, you was lying. If they pushing up on you, if they ignoring you, acting like you not there, you don't exist, of course, nah. Because then you're like a little predator, a little creep. Duh. But I'm saying, if they pushing up on you, they trying to get next to you, you're gonna fold. Let's be honest, you're gonna fold. And that's just the truth. Hence why, if you seen the Casanat clip, I'm probably gonna play it here.
Gigi,
yes.
Me like you.
Yes.
You like see up on Kyle page and you're cute.
Yes.
But you have to go vex.
Yes.
Pull up back that.
Pull up that bumper.
No, me can't do it. Me can't do it.
Why?
Me can't do it. Me can't do
Gigi, you go vex?
it. Yeah, Gigi, I go back. Me can't do it. Me love her. No, me love Gigi. Me can't do it. Me can't do it. Me can't do it. Me can't do it. Me can't do it.
Don't put yourself
Yo,
on the fire.
cause no. But wait.
Kai.
Yeah.
Remember a regular girl I went by your star. I
No,
went by you?
no, wait. Wait, you can't do it. Because if the roles were reversed, me don't like it.
And you see, he slid up out of there. He know himself. He know his situation, right? He recognized, whoa, she's wilding. Hold on, slow your roll, chill. Nah, I can't do that. Then he got up out of there because she's like, no, but I'm not no regular girl. I know, but look, if Gigi, so these 3 right here, you apply those to me, you good money. You feel me? Good money.